This is Math 7, Section 2.4, Operations with Integers. First, we are going to use addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with integers. So kind of putting it all together. The order of operations for integers is the same as the order of operations for whole numbers, fractions, and decimals. So first, you're going to look at P, parentheses. Then you are going to do exponents. Next, you will do, from left to right, multiplication, and division. These two go together, so it's 1, 2, 3, working from left to right. 4 is another one that goes together, and that is addition and subtraction. So here there's a couple ways we can do this. We have our example problem, which is -13 plus -4 times 2 minus 10 plus 8. So method 1, we are just going to follow the order of operations. So let's start with parentheses with method 1. And in the parentheses, so -13 stays the same, plus -4 times, in the parentheses here, 2 minus 10. We just did that last time, so we know that that is -8 plus 8. Now we've done parentheses, so any exponents? No. Multiplication, division? Yes. So -13 stays the same, plus stays the same. Oh, these two are multiplied, so we can multiply -4 and -8, which becomes, here, let me write that as that. These two become 1, they become 32, and then we still have plus 8. So now we can just add and subtract them all together, and that becomes 27. Method 2 is we use the distributive property first. So if we have -13 plus -4 times 2 minus 10 plus 8, and we want to distribute, we would say that -13, this is equal to -13 plus -4 times 2, because we distributed it here, then we distribute it here, minus -4 times 10 plus 8. Then we can combine the multiplication next, so it equals -13 plus -8 minus negative, remember signs are negative there, so -40 plus 8. Now this plus the minus thing here becomes -13 plus -8 plus 40 plus 8, and that gives us a total of 27, same as above. Okay? Example 12a, -9 minus 32 divided by 4 minus 21. Let's follow the order of operations. Any parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication and division? Yes. Here it is. So we're going to translate that to -9 minus, then we're going to put these two together. So 32 and 4 becomes 8 minus 21. Now we can add these all together, and of course that gives us -38. Okay? Because you could also write this as -9 plus -8 plus -21. Or we could write it as -38. B, -5 plus 8 minus 12 times -4. First, let's start in the parentheses. Parentheses number 1. So inside the parentheses, we have -5 plus 8 plus 12 equals, 8 minus 12, that's why I was confused. -4 times -4. Any more parentheses? No. Exponents? No. Multiplication and division. Bingo. So we have -5, -4 times -4 equals a positive 16. -5 plus 16 equals 11. Go ahead and try guided practice 1, 2, and 3. Example 13 says, Angela is making a paper box using a piece of rectangular paper. The dimensions of the rectangular box are 9 inches by 12 inches. So, to make the paper box, she cuts 4 identical rectangles off the corners of the paper. Now, these cut off rectangles are shown in the diagram on the right. What is the area of the paper that remains after these rectangles are cut off? From the paper, it tells us that this whole thing is 12. This whole thing is 9. It tells us that this right here is 8 inches, and this right here is 3 inches. So first, let's figure out the area of the cutoff rectangle. So we know that the sides of each of these rectangles here are going to be whatever's left over. So if we started with 9 and we take away 3, because we have 9 is the whole thing, we take away the middle part, which is 3, and then we divide it by 2 because there are 2 lengths here. That will give us a total of 3 inches. Now, to figure out the width, how far it is this way, we're going to take the whole thing, which is 12, minus 8, which is this little part, divided by 2 because there's 2 of them, and that gives us 2 inches. So we know that each of them are 2 inches by 3 inches. So 2 inches by 3 inches. Each of these little rectangles. So now let's find the final problem. It says area of original paper, which is this whole thing, and then we're going to subtract the area of the rectangles. So to do this, the area of the original paper is going to be 9 times 12, right? So we could put 12 times 9, and then we're going to subtract here the area of the rectangles. We have 4 rectangles, so we need to put a 4. But the area we don't know yet. The area is going to be 3 times 2. So this whole problem equals 12 times 9 minus 4, 3 times 2. Here we go. So let's combine first parentheses. So 12 times 9 minus 4. Inside the parentheses, that becomes 6. Now let's do multiplication. So 12 times 9 equals 108 minus 4 times 6, more multiplication, 24. And then we can subtract those and it becomes 84. We're going to have inches squared because it is area, so it's inches squared. Go ahead and try guided practice on your own.